May I help you, sir?
In the corner of the shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick, fur-lined cloak. At the back of the shop, Graham notices a dressing room in which a rude, finicky customer tries on many items of fine clothing. The busy tailor shop bustles with activity as Graham looks around with interest at all the tailor's wares. The busy tailor shop bustles with activity as Graham looks around with interest at all the tailor's wares.
I'm interested in buying something here.
Ah, let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say, I'm just here to help. Here, let me help you with that. Oh, that cloak fits you perfectly. It just looks wonderful on you. Let me tell you, it will certainly keep you toasty warm during the coming winter. Let me know if you wish to buy it.
Not wishing to be put through another speech about fine shirts and trousers, Graham wisely keeps his mouth shut.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
A pet goldfish swims endlessly around in his fishbowl. A pretty little girl, who must be the toy maker's granddaughter, plays with a doll while grandfather looks on. A child's wonderland of toys fills this quaint little toy shop. The plump old toy maker, who seems a jolly sort, carefully mends a toy while sitting comfortably behind the counter. Graham notices a strong little sled hanging on a side wall. The little girl is more interested in her doll. She pays no attention to Graham.
This is a fine little toy shop you have here. You must be very proud.
Danke, son. I've worked very hard at it over the years. But you know, you need to really love it. Once I do.
Are most of these toys your creation?
Yeah, most of them. But not all. Some my son made, some I bought, some I traded for.
You're very talented.
Danke. Well, let me know if I can help you.
Not wanting to bother the toy maker again, Graham instead looks around the toy shop.
Take a look around if you want, but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now. We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore, and we're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
The old shoemaker wearily hammers tiny nails in a shoe sole. He doesn't even seem to notice Graham. This old dog doesn't appeal to Graham. The old dog pays no attention to Graham. Business doesn't seem to be so good for the shoemaker and his wife. There isn't even one pair of shoes for sale, and the old couple look tired and worn out. Business doesn't seem to be so good for the shoemaker and his wife. There isn't even one pair of shoes for sale, and the old couple look tired and worn out.
No, just for people who love this part.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
I'm really tired of this. Alright, here we are again. Let's see, there's something on the ground.
Graham notices a shiny silver coin lying forgotten on the street near the broken wagon. Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
Alright, let's look at our inventory here.
It is but a common silver coin. Phew! This smelly old fish is disgusting.
Let me see if I can change the volume on this. Alright, hopefully that's a little better. I don't know. I tried to record it at the highest volume so that you could turn down the volume if you wanted to when watching it. I think we can turn it back up a little. Alright, now actually, that mangy cat from the baker's house, if you get the stick, you pick up the stick, the cat will appear, but it might mess up the game. I'm not sure if you can reverse the stick in the boot or not, but and we don't want to go in here. If he does, he dies, so yeah.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham!
I'm Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
Alright, so we just dealt with the bear.
There's nothing but a hot, dry desert to the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Oh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
I find Cedric slightly annoying. Alright, now he can only go 8 screens or he dies.
The scorching sun burns down on the dry desert as Graham struggles through the hot sand. He looks around, but all he can see is more desert.
Okay, there's the oasis. He has to drink here.
A small oasis. Its tantalizing water, so sparkling in the desert sun. Graham's hot, thirsty body is irresistibly drawn to it. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Alright, so here we are.
The scorching sun burns down on the dry desert as Graham struggles through the hot sand. He looks around, but all he can see is more desert. Talking to yourself again, Graham?
Alright, now the part coming up is tricky because it's irritating to try and get him to hide behind the rocks sometimes.